What's up everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm really excited to finally share this with you. Whether you're into tech, football, or just curious about building something from scratch, you are at the right place. I'm launching a football app in Portugal and I decided to document everything, the entire journey. I quit my job to launch my own football app in Portugal. And I have only 1 year to make it work. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Arno, I'm French and I've been living in Porto, Portugal for 5 years now. I've worked as a software engineer in France, China and now here in Portugal. And one thing that's always stayed the same is football. I've always loved the game. Wherever I lived, football has been the perfect way to meet people, to connect and feel part of a community. Whether it's a pickup match or chatting with players, there is something universal about it I've always appreciated. The idea of the app started with something really simple. Football is a big deal in Portugal. Legendary clubs, packed stadiums, Ronaldo, it's everywhere here. It's part of the culture. But for casual players, esquece. Random WhatsApp groups, no visibility, no structure, no easy way to join games or just discover what's happening around. In France, in Spain, in the UK or even in the US, there are already apps for this. But here, nada. When I arrived in Porto, I quickly met other French players. We became friends and we formed a five-a-side team called French Connection. Let me show you how it looked like. Let's see what we got here. Hey, nice touch. Hey, careful. Yeah, it was a good time. Hey, could have been better. But yeah, this was the really good time. The first team of French Connection, five-a-side. Yeah, I think this one was a pretty solid goal. Nice. Alright, let's get back to the story. Like every other team, we were using WhatsApp and Instagram stories to organize friendlies. And then just hoped somebody would reply. And that's when I thought, what if the app not just helped with pickup games, but also made it easier for teams to organize matches between them? By the end of 2022, I was feeling stuck at work. There were a lot of internal changes, and I felt like I wasn't learning anything new anymore. This lack of motivation at work, it really pushed me to find energy elsewhere. Before I even wrote a single line of code, I needed to get my ideas straight. I jotted down user stories, drew up wireframes, mapped out the database, just to understand where I was heading. It wasn't about making it feel like a real project, it was just for me to have a clear path and not to get lost along the way. And for the story, for those who don't know, Omby is the emblematic animal of Madagascar. Wait. Please, don't tell me you have those guys in mind. Come on guys, it's a zebu. Let me try to show you quickly the jersey. Here. Yes, so it's this one. You can see it here, for instance, but also on their logo. So here you have the Football Federation from Madagascar. Yes, so you have it a bit everywhere. Here, for instance, you have the celebration. I like this one. This is nice. From March 2023, I was working from 9:30 to 6:30, and then I was just coding until 5, 6, or sometimes 7 in the morning. But that feeling of building something real while learning, there's nothing like it. I was so motivated that I didn't even feel the need to sleep. In order to build the app, I used something called React Native. Let me explain it real quick. React Native is a framework, basically a way for developers to build apps faster without starting from scratch. And it's based on JavaScript, which is one of the most common coding languages on the web. It's what makes websites feel alive. You know, when you click on a button and something happens, that's usually JavaScript behind it. React Native lets you build your app piece by piece, like Lego, using components, which are the building pieces that make up things like buttons, menus, and full screens. And the best part? You write the code only once, and it works on both Android and iOS. For the backend, I used Firebase, and honestly, it saved me a ton of time. Firebase handles the login system, the database where matches and users are stored, and even some of the backend stuff, which just means pieces of code that run quietly in the background, like sending a notification when a match is created. With just those two tools, I could build almost everything I needed. And I was learning all of it on the fly. And of course, I didn't do it alone. ChatGPT was my coding buddy. I wasn't just building an app, I was building a way for people to play together, easier, faster, and anywhere in Portugal. But very quickly, I learned something. Having an idea is easy. Turning it into an app, that's the hard part. I thought it would take 6 months, and that everything would go smoothly. Spoiler, it didn't. In the next episode, I dive into the hardest part, building the app from scratch. The tools, the bugs, the pressure, and the moment I knew I was not ready. And if you're building something too, let me know in the comments. Ciao!